Yeah, it's the realness. City of the still where the films is. Bill shit, ballin' like a smaller Josh Childress. I'm in the building, swagger on a million. Ill shit, and my bitch pussy like a drill bit.
Welcome all to the Sunny Daze podcast.
We definitely didn't just.
I did not just hit record, right, guys?
We're definitely not just.
This is his first time, right, guys?
We're professionals.
Yeah, dude. How did we set up the lights? First try?
Right.
Yeah,
First
New
try.
lights, ladies and gentlemen. You see that?
First try. Can't see them, but you see
Can't
the
see
light.
them, but you can see them. You feel me? That's what life's all about. You can't see the lizard people.
Okay, come on.
Welcome all to the Sunny Daze podcast. My name is Greg. This is Chris right next to me,
Hello,
my
hello,
lifelong
hello.
friend since we're young. That's Jamie in the back. Say what's up.
Hi.
Okay. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Watch the last video Luis was in. You did really great. Chris is still
Very
kind of
great.
upset about
Very
Cody
great.
not being here.
Very great performance. Please put on.
Yeah, thank you, Luis, for that.
Don't
And
criticize
it's his
me.
brainchild too, so it's like you did very well.
Yeah. I like Rick.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Anyways,
you do.
so like I said, like and subscribe. Follow us on Spotify. We're on Spotify. You can listen to us there. You can listen to us on Apple Podcast. You can review on there, please. Thank you very much. It would help us a lot. And yeah, that's pretty good. So like we said, this is our first time doing this. Chris, you had a question for me?
Yeah, it was Gregory's birthday over the weekend.
Oh yeah, I turned 24.
Turned 24
Kobe
on
year.
Friday. Yep.
It was good.
Was it Friday or Thursday? No, Friday.
Friday. Yes.
And on Friday night when we were talking on.
Oh, another thing. We're streaming twitch.tv/GregTheLeg_. Go ahead and follow that. Link will be in description.
When we were just talking over his stream, I had asked him what was he grateful for or lessons that he had learned this past year.
And I had no answers
had
that
no
night, but now I do.
He was like stumped. He's like I don't know.
Yeah.
And me thinking about it, I came up with two things that I was like, oh.
All right, let me go first. Number one, the podcast and Sunny Daze in general. Because this is the thing, dude. In the very beginning, like I would say late 2018. So not technically 23, but that's when I started like going hard with graphic design. Like I would literally go to Starbucks right there by my house over there, Union Hills, 83rd Avenue, and go there for hours and just fucking practice. Like just making whatever, just going on my laptop, going on Illustrator and just working. And then it like led to me getting interviews for like legit like companies.
I remember you told me.
Like I got 2 interviews with people from like here in Arizona. I didn't get them, but like my portfolio was good enough to like get the job, the interview. I think it was it was really me, dude. I was so fucking nervous on one, and I was like sweating profusely. I couldn't like look at her in the eyes when she was giving the interview. Like I fucked it up, bro. Like it was bad. But
Eye contact's huge.
I know, bro. Yeah, I fucked that shit up. But it was whatever. They're only gonna pay me like whatever. It doesn't matter. So then that kind of led to me like gaining confidence and like, oh, maybe I can actually do this. I had an internship. I did an intern like project with this one graphic like branding company that I did like a poster for like a charity or whatever, like a backpack drive. And he said I did really good and the person liked it and all that. So that made me gain a lot of confidence, which like made me like actually like decide to be like, you know what? I wanted to do a podcast forever, and I was trying to convince Chris to do it. And then Chris was like, finally, like, yeah, let's just do it, whatever. Then we did it.
Kind of looking back, kind of knowing that it took me so long to. I don't know why it was so.
But were you into podcasts?
You didn't want to do it at first?
But
Yeah,
you're into podcasts
I was,
stuff, yeah.
yeah.
That's the only reason I wanted to do it, because I liked it. Like I didn't like, I don't know.
I think what it was because when you first talked about doing a podcast, it was with someone else. And you said I could be a guest, and I was like,
right.
I mean,
But then that turned into us three.
Yeah, so
and
not
then us two.
that I felt away, but I was just like, all right, cool. Like I don't like doesn't matter. But then when you were like, yo, like do it with me, and I'm like,
Yeah. Well, the reason why I was gonna do it with someone else is because you didn't want to.
Yeah.
So I was just like, fuck it. Like
You didn't want to at first?
No, because I don't know. I honestly don't know why I didn't want to, but I was just like, I think because at that time I like didn't really want to do anything. I didn't want to just like spend time doing shit.
Yeah.
Because it was like during a time where I was just like didn't want to do nothing. Well, I still don't, but
right.
I enjoy doing it. So it's like.
So then then we started doing that. And then that we did take a hiatus, but like I'm proud that I eventually just said fuck it and like did what I actually want to do with my life.
But I think a person that's key in us coming back is Mr.
Oh yeah, Louis V for sure.
Luis has
Jamie.
a lot. He has a lot of like credit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that time you're like, dude, like let's.
A lot of credit goes towards him because honestly, if it wasn't for you telling me that you had a friend that wanted to join us, I was like I hadn't thought about the podcast until you were like, I have a friend that wants to.
Yeah.
Like really wants to invest and like really wants to do this with us, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool,
well,
let's do it then.
Well, then it was like, the reason we stopped is because you had a lot of school, so it was just, and I started working like a full-time job,
Yeah.
So we were just like, let's just chill for a little bit. It was like a time when
I came back from like Spain.
Oh yeah,
y'all were about to get back in that cycle, man.
Right, exactly. So and then I got like in a relationship, and then that like fucked it all up. So like we could have started like early 2020. And then COVID happened, which like made shit even worse because we were gonna like make videos in March, and then like we had a bunch of videos.
Stay away from Greg.
He's
working.
Yeah, it's literally, ladies, back the fuck off of Greg because if Greg gets busy, no one does shit.
What the fuck?
No.
He doesn't like girls.
Greg, so it's like if you're a lady and you want to get at Greg, understand that you're second. You're not gonna come first right now.
Me and Chris are gonna have to interview you.
Yeah, that's literally what I told him. I'm like, if you meet a girl, like she's gotta, like I gotta meet her. I gotta make sure she's cool.
Yeah,
she's not gonna fuck this up.
Yeah,
but it's my fault though.
We got this shit going.
It's normal, but I'm just saying, it's like she's gotta understand, like.
Yeah, I gotta be more like
because if Greg is sidetracked, he doesn't think about other shit. He's just focused on that one thing. So it's like, But I think I'm like that for.
But that's what I was with like. I think the hiatus that we took in the beginning was granted because like I started a new job, so I just wanted to keep my focus on that because like it was important, you know. But then once I got the hang of it, like there was no excuse, you know what I mean? Like, and I was just trying to get used to like working in like I don't work in 9 to 5, but like I worked in 8 hour, 40 day, you know what I mean? Yeah. So like I wanted just to like learn how to like live that life because I never done that before. But and then COVID isn't, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, so that was that's the first thing.
It all leads back to
that's the first fucking,
it all comes back full circle.
Right. So that's the first thing I'm proud of is that, I started being not afraid to be creative and like show them who I am, and that ties into the next thing is that I'm not afraid to like be myself anymore is what I'm proud of is like just being who I am. Like it is like, I for so long, I just wasn't myself. And I think I haven't been myself since I was like 14 years old or 15 years old. And then until I turned like 22 to last year in like 2019 is when I was like, oh shit. Like it's just.
What changed?
Not being in a relationship, like a toxic one. Just having like financial freedom helped out a lot. And just like a mindset change of like this shit isn't like, growing I'm not taking this shit for granted. Yeah, exactly. It's just growing up, like not taking this shit for granted and just like, just being who I am. Like who cares a fuck,
Fuck yeah.
And also just like not caring, like just realizing that my family and my friends are the only thing that matters. You get me? Like none of this other shit really matters. Like you don't need anyone else in your life other than that. So it's just like, you know what I mean? Who gives a fuck? Preach. So all that shit just like
real shit right there, man.
All that shit just made me realize like
real shit.
Just be I'm just myself. Cause like when I'm with my family, like that's who I am, but then when I realize like, oh shit, but I'm not, I used to be like that with everyone.
Could it be before you used to be in situations where you had to be like uncomfortable?
Yeah, that's what it was.
And when I was in that, and now that those people aren't around, you're not putting yourself in
exactly.
So it's like, so now you're like, huh.
I was being made to be something I wasn't. And so when you're out of a situation like that,
back to my question.
When you're out of a situation like that, you stop being there. Nah, bro, we're not going back into that. I ain't trying to fight right now. So yeah, those are my two. But okay, you say your two.
When I thought about this question about you, and I was like, how does 23 like how did 23 change Greg? And I thought of two things, or three things actually. The first thing is sticking with the podcast and opening, like following your creative river that you have.
Right.
The second one would be, I noticed like the more like you're more confident. Like before I used to tell you like you seem like you're too much in your head. Like you get, but now it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like you get too much stuck in like.
I get in my head, but I've learned to, like, you've helped me, and like, I mean, everyone around me has helped me, but I've learned just to deal with it when I get to like in my head about shit. It's like, it's not that serious, Gregory.
And the third one, moving out. I think moving out has helped you and benefited you in tremendous amount of ways.
Yeah, for sure.
That I don't think you would have, because you made a big.
I bought my first car.
I think you made your biggest leap from like maturity the day you moved out.
Yeah,
because I think I saw like a greater, like more of an advancement in your life and like who you are in that short period of time. And what was like a couple of days when you were like, you told me, oh shit, like I'm gonna go look at an apartment. 2 days later, oh shit, Chris, I didn't tell you, I moved out. And I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, like before I'd be like, nah, it's not.
Yeah, and then
it's not right.
And then time. I don't. When was it? January, February, where? When I moved, because you had talked to me about it in January, and you were like, yeah, I think I'm ready to move out and shit like that.
And then February, like early February, I found the place and I moved in late February.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, I literally went here. And that day I got it.
Yeah, and then you were like, and
I told you like the day after or something. And
I was like, oh shit, what the hell? I didn't know that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't like, I've seen like your greatest progression from when you moved out to now.
Right.
Then I can compare from how long I've known you. It's like,
right.
But and it's dope. It's dope to see. I like to see my people succeed. I like to see my people do good.
Homies need to win, bro. But yeah, I mean, it was cool. Just hung out with my family for my 24th. Had some cake, got some clothes, you know what I'm saying? So it was chill. I was going to invite you guys, but I didn't want to invite COVID patients to my aunt's house. So we just kept it low key. Both of you guys do.
Low key, I felt away when I didn't get invited. I'll be honest.
But like,
I'll be strong.
No, dude, I thought about it.
I know, because it's like, I can't, because honestly, I don't remember a birthday we didn't hang out.
Right. The last birthdays we've hung out, but this one I was just like,
so I was like, so when you told me, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, in my head I'm like, what the fuck, why did I get
I told you on Xbox, like, bro, like, I want to invite you, but I don't want to invite people to my aunt's house.
I was like, it's cool, but in my head I'm like, man, what the fuck? I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Bro, and also because my nanny lives there,
I know,
you know, cool. So she's older, so I just didn't want
no worries, bro.
You were safe, you guys.
I felt away, but it's cool.
This guy be going to restaurants and licking tables.
He made a sacrifice to not invite us.
Just kidding.
Said licking tables.
Luis's hobby is to go to park benches and just sit on them and like cough on it and then like rub his face with it.
I really do, you guys.
Yeah, COVID. It's so weird now because we're just living with it now. Like we just accept. Like I don't know if he's accepted it.
These are weird fucking times.
You know what's crazy? I wake up every morning thinking I'm gonna wake up sick. I don't know why. I don't know why it's like that, but it's like. Can you get normal sick? Like, can you?
That's what I'm saying,
like,
bro.
Are you allowed? Like, is it like if you get sick with something else, like, is it automatically COVID?
Right.
Like,
well, that's what I heard. Like, a lot of people are saying that, like, even though, like, oh, I didn't have COVID, it was just a regular sickness, but they told me it was COVID. That's what a lot of people are saying.
So it's like, what if I wake up with like a sore throat? Like, fuck, am I? You
have COVID, bro. You might as well just say you have COVID.
Oh, shit, I got COVID. Like, I'm gonna fucking die.
You gotta be safe about it and say you have COVID, even if you don't.
And just stay home. That's what I did. Because we were supposed to record last weekend. My allergies are fucking me up, and then like I was like, I'm not even gonna take the chance. Like,
exactly, because at this point you don't know what it is.
Because I've had like a bad headache for like 3 days, and like my stomach hurts. And
hey, bro, get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
My stomach is like went away, but my headache, I was like, fuck. And I looked up like COVID symptoms. There's a headache. I'm like, fuck. I'm like,
bro, do you hear that one guy got it twice?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get it again. So it's people need to stop literally downplaying that shit.
But what I'm trying to say is like, that's the thing though, is like what we all are though.
Like, what if I have an ear infection? Like, are they gonna tell me I got COVID? Because when I get
an STD, is it COVID?
Because when I get sick, normally what I get sick with is an ear infection. Like, I'll go, you have an ear infection. Like,
really?
Every time I get sick, it's an ear infection.
Mine's always respiratory shit.
Yeah, no, mine's always
bronchitis.
Like I'll have like a sore throat and like shit, and they'll tell me you have an ear infection. I'm like, oh shit, here, take this. So it's like, fucking another ear infection. Sorry, dude, you got COVID. Like,
Luis, did you ever get sick in high school? I don't remember you missing days, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I would get sick. Yeah, I'd miss a few days every now and then, but I mean,
I remember I was
dude.
sick.
Honestly, I was never like the kid that would get like
I
super
was, bro.
sick and like had to stay home and shit. Like,
I remember junior year, I was out for like a week and a half. I remember.
yeah, see,
with
like I could never
bronchitis,
take
bro,
days
like,
like
it
that,
was
dude. Like my mom would not
terrible.
fucking allow that.
Yeah,
shit.
my mom would not.
Oh yeah, my parents would let me stay home. They're like, "You still
Yeah.
feel sick? Yeah, all right, you can stay home."
Nah,
Alright,
fuck
cool.
that. Not with me.
Yeah, Sam.
I miss, dude.
The
Senior
only
year,
times I would, is when I would like wake up fucking throwing up or some shit.
Right.
That's when they would make me stay.
But if
home.
you're not throwing out, they're like, "Oh, let's go
yeah,
to school."
get your ass to school, bro. Like, nah.
Senior year, dude, I got suspended for missing days.
Oh shit.
Does that make sense?
It does, honestly. They do that.
No, but like to miss days, you're gonna suspend me, so I'm gonna miss more days.
Well, I mean, was it like out of school suspension?
No, it was in school, but I didn't go to class or nothing. I just
Yeah.
sat in the fucking
Yeah, honestly, I like in school suspension because you just be
You just
chilling
chill.
there. Yeah,
and then you get to go to lunch though.
yeah, and like the teacher half the time does not give a fuck, so you just
Right.
do whatever the fuck you want. Literally, you're just chilling.
I remember I got second lunch though, and all you guys had first lunch, so I was just like sitting by myself by a tree.
Fucking loser.
Oh no!
was sad.
When I had ISS and I would go to
'Cause there's
lunch,
no one cool,
all my
bro.
homies, like most of my homies, were fucking in the lunch wherever they would take us at. I think second lunch,
Right?
so I'd be kicking it.
Nah, that shit was
Yeah,
whack.
tight.
But
I like ISS.
I feel like a thug after that day. I was like, I got suspended.
Dude, I would literally get ISS on purpose. I would be super late to school sometimes just so that I can get that shit and just
For
be
real?
chilling in there. Yeah.
Damn.
Dude, like I don't know, fucking high school was not hard. Like
Right.
I was passing my classes, so like I
Yeah.
literally give myself days.
Well, I didn't think like that in high school. I thought like that in middle or in college.
I
but-
probably shouldn't have, dude, because I probably would have done.
Nah, but
better.
I would be like skipping days.
Dude, that's me now, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'll skip. Like honestly, this is something like mom turn off the thing. Right, like right now, turn it off. I rarely go to class. Like,
we're gonna beep this part out.
like straight up. I'll be like, all right, I'm going to school. I'll go for a class and be like, nah, I'm ready to go home.
Right.
Damn.
And then I'll be like, damn, did I really just sit in class for like 50 minutes and then go home? Like wasted fucking gas and everything.
Right.
Or like in my school where they have like a hangout zone with like couches, TVs, and air
You
conditioning.
just chill.
And I'll be like, I'll go there because I have like a break in between my classes, and I'll sit in there and I'll be like, so I want to go to class. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just sleep here for a bit, and then
Dude,
but it's
I
like-
mean,
because then like it started to get bad because like they like your participation points was attendance in class. So I'd be like, I had to tell people sitting next to me, like, can you just sign my name on the paper? Like,
Bro, we went that deep.
yeah,
That's
it was
crazy.
like honestly, dude, I rarely went to class.
I just didn't show up. I didn't go to school.
fuck school.
If I was like,
Just kidding, you guys stay in school.
if the teacher didn't have like an attendance policy, I wouldn't be there. I turn in my work still like online, but I would never go.
Yeah, I never missed class.
I would just email to be like,
'cause of
hey,
work.
whatever, this and this. And I just didn't go.
but then I dropped out. So
Now I'm kind of glad because my last semester is online, and I'm not gonna do any of the work.
Right.
So I'm just not going to.
Right. Dude, if it's easy, I mean, you'll do it for the first 2 weeks probably, and then you'll say, fuck it.
Yeah.
That's
How
what it
in my head,
is.
I'm like, I'm gonna do so good this semester. I'm like 2 weeks in, I'm like, you know what?
I don't feel like doing this discussion
I'm
board
cool
today.
with a C or a B. Honestly, like nothing.
Right.
Like as long as I don't fail,
Oh, bro,
I'm gonna.
if I got a C,
as
I was
long as-
happy.
As long as I don't fail, I'm gonna graduate. So it's like it's cool.
But
Like,
my GPA is probably like, I don't even want to say it, bro.
like my school, like it's already paid and everything. I just have to not fail any of my classes, and I graduate. So
I honestly wish I would have had like the mindset that I like want to be in school and like do
I
all
don't,
that
bro.
shit. But I did not, man. I'm sorry.
And the crazy thing is, if I actually tried, I can get straight A's. But it's
Right.
just like I can't bring myself to try on something I don't fucking like doing.
One thing I would want to do is like take like creative writing classes.
Yes,
That's
that
what
yeah.
I think that's important because I don't know how to
Yes.
do it. And I think
Right?
I tried to
No,
do
like-
that shit just
like
on my
script
own, but
write-
then
like just-
yeah.
like it's, you can learn on, I don't know. Like I took
You
a,
can just write that shit however I mean,
I
have
know,
it in
but
your
it's just
head,
like-
but you want it to also look
I want to
good
look professional
and
and,
like,
shit,
exactly,
you know?
yeah, exactly.
Like I be like the Jake and Amir videos and stuff. Like they know how to creative write and like make jokes and like do all
Right.
that stuff. Like they teach you that in school, you know.
right.
You still need to be creative, obviously, but
yeah,
you can't
but-
just be like stupid. But yeah,
But that's how
I
you
would take
fucking
that.
write like a fucking movie script or something. you know,
Exactly,
and, like,
exactly.
Really fucking sell that shit off to some fucking movie
Exactly.
production, and you might just be making bank.
I would love to do that. I want to actually, I don't know, maybe an online class, but I don't know.
Because I've been thinking about doing.
Nah,
doing
bro.
that
Once I
same thing,
graduate,
but-
I'm done with school. Y'all cannot. I
Maybe
cannot.
there's
get,
like course. You know how you can take like courses online. Maybe there's like a website you can do.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there's courses you can take online
for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck school.
What were we talking about?
School.
Oh yeah. I guess that's it.
Well,
Oh, because I asked why you were sick. That's why we got into that tangent. If you were ever sick.
me. Oh yeah.
At school.
No, yeah. I'm too Mexican for that. My immune system's on another level.
But that's the thing too. Like, I don't get sick. I don't like honestly.
dude.
I don't get
And
sick.
when I
get
do,
sick,
like, I
bro.
rarely, like, if I do take any type of medicine, it would be like maybe one pill, and
And
like
if
that
I-
is
yeah,
it. I do
right.
not
Oh,
drink
really?
medicine. Like, I just let the
and when I
sickness.
get sick,
pass
it's
through.
always an ear infection. So
That's
it's
weird.
So it's like,
That's weird.
if I get sick now, I'm gonna automatically think, "Oh shit, I got corona," but it's like
I
not
just
probably
get-
gonna be an ear infection.
I
But
get
it's
like
like,
a cold and cough, but that's about
yeah, I don't feel sick. I just don't get sick. I don't get sick.
Oh, but that's what I was saying. That's what I want to talk about. Is like
I think it's because of my immune system. When I was little,
probably good.
when I was little, I used to scrape myself. I used to throw dirt on my scrapes and like
Yeah, dude.
I used to eat dirt and grass, like
Yeah.
not on purpose, but just like when I would fall, like I'd get like a mouthful.
That's
of, like,
literally why.
and then I'd just go like this and like, you know what I mean?
Bro, like, yeah, that's literally why. Because
you said that
you
helps your
build up
immune
your
system?
immune system for
It
that.
has to somehow because it's like
Yeah.
Oh, I get what you're saying because like it's working
did-
harder.
because I never coddled it. It's
Right.
just like you know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
He built up his immune system for that kind of
Right.
shit.
I don't. Yeah. That mine was a
I was
complete
born
opposite.
in dirt, bro. Like,
I was kind of like a bitch.
Yeah.
My mom was putting the fucking alcohol in that shit when I fell.
Bro, you remember, bro? We'd be playing football in the street, and I like slide and shit, and I'd have like
Oh,
these
yeah,
like
you just
stuff.
get back up. And
And
Yeah,
I'd
you
be
just keep
like,
playing,
and I'd be
bro.
like chilling, and then you'd be like, Jesus.
Bro, I
Christ.
popped his braces out one time and he just kept
And I
playing.
just got up and and I was like, I got my ass beat when I got home, but it's like,
Shit.
but I was chilling. I'm like, this is.
Oh,
this
he
is
I'd have been
nothing.
He
pissed.
wanted to go home. But I was like, nah, bro, we're playing still.
Yeah, I was
and
like,
then
I'm
he,
gonna get
It's not over, bitch.
yeah, so we still playing. Like this game ain't over. It's 21-0, but we still playing. And that's funny because we never played tackle because of that. We didn't want to like hurt each other. And then the first time we did that shit.
It's like the day after I got my braces too.
Yeah.
Greg's like, let's play tackle football. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Broke the man, literally.
I liked it. I like play tackle because at that time Chris was not that tall like how he is now.
The reason you like fucking
So I was-
tackling his
I
ass.
was- bro.
I hit like 5'10" somewhere around there, like summer of 8th grade. You know, going into 8th grade.
Yep.
And
I
so
was tiny.
he was still
compared to Greg. I was tiny.
So all of my friends were tinier than me, so I just fucking popped him.
So, but I wouldn't like. 'Cause Greg would hit me hard, but I wouldn't I would just be like, oh shit, that hurt, but I would get back up.
right.
But then like the other kids we played with, like he made one cry one day, and he just
Oh,
slapped
yeah.
the shit out of him on his back, and
He
he
slapped
started
you.
crying.
I was a bully, bro.
Yeah, Greg legit just slapped the shit out of his back, like really
Oh,
hard. I
Greg
remember
did.
hearing it, and he screamed, and then he went to his house crying.
Yeah, he like because he was I forgot what he did, but then I like my rage came in, and so I like
My
when I
rage
tackled
came
him,
in.
like I hit him like grabbed him
Yeah.
like that, and so when I did that, I smacked him real hard and then fucking dropped
Do
him.
not fuck with Greg.
Yeah, bro,
He's
But
our,
I
he's
don't
our own
know-
security
I don't
guard.
know what it was though. Why? Because you hit me hard as fuck,
I still
would-
have
and
that.
I- and I
Dude, I
wouldn't-
still
and
have
I-
that rage.
and I wouldn't feel it. I'd just be like, I'd get up and I'd be like, okay, let's go again. Like, I think it's just like the competitive thing where it's like, because Greg was so bigger than me and like sports and shit, he would always beat me. So it's like the competitive thing. Like,
It's
I'm
the
gonna beat him one day. Like,
competitiveness,
'cause I'm gonna
though.
beat him one day. Like, I'm gonna beat him. I'll beat him. And one day I almost got close to him. Clothesline the shit.
Oh,
out of
yeah,
me.
yeah. That's what I'm such a sore like loser and I'm too over competitive. Like I'm a huge sore loser, but that comes from like childhood, from getting like picked on by my cousins all the time. So I always wanted to beat them. So now when like I know I can beat someone, I get pissed if like I lose. You get me? But dude, I fucking broke 2 of my
Twice.
PS4 controllers.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I still have that rage, bro. Like it's bad. Like I don't want to admit it, but like it's fucking bad still.
I get mad, but it's like never to break something because it's like I spent money on it. And it's like I can't be bothered. To
Same.
spend more
Dude,
money on it.
it's something that just comes into my head. Like I can't stop it, and then it's just like I fucking chucked it, bro. I chucked
The
it.
white in you.
It's what it is, bro. It's the school shooter in me, bro. I'm telling you. But I don't know, man. I be getting pissed off. But so yeah, I wanted to get. We got to get into this next topic. No, I need to talk about Corona real quick. That's what I've been wanting to say for the past fucking 30 minutes. Cases are like steady right now, like in the 3,000s. Like it's staying around that right now in Arizona. Like confirmed cases a day.
Oh, it's going up every day.
No, it's not, bro.
Yes, it is.
It's
Look
not.
It up.
Pull it up.
Look up
Kirsten Cinema.
Look
it
up
up.
COVID-19 AZ
Dude,
and
I
look up
look
the
at-
cases.
Dude,
I look it
I
up
have,
every day.
bro. I have that like bookmarked on here because I look at it every day.
It's not going up. It's it's staying between the 3,000. It drops to 2.
I'm just
1
gonna
to
assume
3.
that it is going up so that I do not interact
Data
with anybody.
dashboard. Summary.
It's going up since June, that's for sure, but it's staying steady now in that 3,000 a day, which still isn't good. Like the cases are going up, but I'm saying the daily like average is staying at like 3,000. Yeah.
It is crazy how like the way the fucking
But what I'm saying is like
country handled this fucking thing.
Right. What I'm saying
Shit
is
was
like
insane.
now we're just
Damn, this hasn't been updated for.
yeah, bro. I'm telling you, you go and just do Google.
They don't want you to know.
Google has like the thing, like the chart right there in front. You just hit statistics.
Fuck Doug Ducey and his dumbass policies and everything.
But like, what was I saying? We quarantined, like legit quarantined for probably 2 months. Okay. Cases were staying like around 100 cases a day during that time. A little peaks here and there, but around that time. We reopened up a week or 2 later. It just skyrocketed, right? And now it's been a month now, a month and a half, almost 2 months to where we've been completely open. And it's just like, it's just going to be this way. You know what I mean? Isn't that crazy?
I think so,
So then
too.
why the fuck did we ever close?
Because of what you said. Because when we closed, there was only 100 cases.
It does make a difference.
Yeah,
It does.
You just answered your own question.
yeah.
So you're saying if we didn't close, it'd be like 8,000
Yeah,
cases
if
a day?
we didn't close, it would have
Hell
been like
yeah.
New York. How bad New York got?
They never closed? Or they closed too late or
didn't.
something?
They closed too late.
Ah. Okay, never mind. That's all I want to say. I don't know why you guys are yelling at me. I just asked a question.
But you answered your own question.
No, I that's what I legit thought. I was like, why the fuck did we close them if we're just gonna like if the cases are just gonna be
the
bad
whole
still?
point, was to obviously like bring that shit down. But even then, didn't we reopen like after a fucking month or something?
That was like 2 months,
2
I feel
months.
like. Or maybe even like kind
It
of
was-
2 and a
it's
half.
still-
They closed in March.
It still wasn't
2.5.
enough though. That's
March,
why.
and then we opened in May-ish.
Like late May, yeah. It's like
and then
2
we
months.
fucking
2.5.
skyrocketed in the fucking
Yeah.
We're
cases.
number 1 in the fucking
So,
world. Now we're down
Shit,
to
yeah,
like
we should
top-
have stayed fucking closed.
We're top 5 right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like the whole closing thing, like, I don't know. Motherfuckers still dying. Like, I don't know. Like, why did we do it in the first place?
You
then?
just gotta be fucking more sanitary.
So
and
now it's like, okay.
maintain distance
So the
from people.
spread is kind of like, so now will the spread grow now?
Yep. It's growing if 3,000 more people every day are getting it. Yeah.
I know. So then, again, my question lies: why did we ever shut down?
Because when we shut down, there was no spreadage. If it was spreadage, it was minimum. Minimum.
I know, but we just reopened. So why did we ever shut down?
Because they started to, because at first
it was due to the actual health issue, and then I think once they noticed obviously the economy going fucking down, they reopened
they
for
said,
money. It was
sorry.
never for the health.
we're sorry. We know some of y'all gonna die, but
Yeah.
we need to open this back up or else our economy is gonna hit.
They pulled the Lord
Really, really
Lord
bad.
Farquaad, bro.
It's like some of you will die.
So, but like,
But
it's
they're
just-
willing to make
if
the
you're-
sacrifice.
But if you're like in power, right? Do you not know what's gonna happen? Like, were they just like hoping for the best?
They-
Was that
they're
what it
rich,
was?
dude. Well,
They
not
don't-
rich, but they got money. They can.
No.
their
But I'm
health
saying
is
like
covered.
when they shut everything down, right? They're like, but guys, like, you realize this is gonna completely destroy our economy. You gave me like a higher up, like Ducey, like one of his advisors, like Ducey, if you shut down, our economy's gonna blow up.
Yeah,
You get
dude,
me?
there was a lot of people that didn't want to close down. There was, I mean, obviously there was
Right.
like, posting sites to closing that shit down or, closing down things. But at the end of the day, I think it was the fact that the cases were going up and, like the whole world was,
It was, like,
taking
in
that
panic.
precaution. Yeah, so
Yeah.
everybody, it's like they decided to close and fucking
So that's what I'm
shut shit
saying.
down.
It's like
and,
we were so panicked,
do the
right?
whole social
Everyone was
distance.
so fucked, like freaking out. And then for a month, we are freaking out. 2 months, we're freaking out. We reopened. Marches started happening. All that white supremacist shit started happening of them talking about, them doing their protests and all that. Like all this
Idiots.
dumb stuff started happening. And then but I don't know. It's just, it doesn't make sense to me. It's just like, did we ever really care? Or was it just like this whole like mob, like we were trying to be liberal, like aware, you know what I mean? Like that's what it seemed like from the get to me.
I
'Cause
think
now
people
we're just
did
living it.
care, but it's like at the end of the day,
Or
when
it's like
when
what
the
Chris-
people in power make their moves, I'm not saying like, oh, what are we gonna do? But at the end of the day, people have to go with the flow type of thing. So it's
Right.
like I feel like it just ends up.
That's
It's like it's kind of like, not saying like, oh, fucking cheap, but
yeah,
it's just at the end of the day, people are gonna go with the flow.
right. And like what Chris said about like young people not voting, it's kind of just like people giving up. Like they just like finally just like
Right.
whatever. Like I guess we're just gonna have to live like this, You know what I mean? Because last time I checked, I see everyone at Target. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone's there.
I'm telling my youngest to vote.
It's not just like I don't know. So that shit makes me mad,
They're in a simulation, bro. That's what's going on.
bro. Now let's get into the real stuff. Chris is calling someone live on
Put
the
it on
podcast.
speaker.
Put on speaker.
Hello? Did you call me? Recording the
Oh no! Speak of the devil.
No, but what's up?
Who daddy? Who daddy?
I think she
We
bought
just
you
got
here.
quiet.
Yeah.
Do do do. Luis, edit this in. Do 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 do
Click, 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 click.
do do do. So Chris, or Luis, when we can start rapping?
When are we gonna start rapping?
Sunny Day Cypher.
Oh shit, Sunny Day Cypher. Y'all hear that? Any artists that want to be put on the map,
Yo, Tommy
Come
Belair, where you
through.
at, bro?
come through,
Sorry, that was unprofessional.
pull up.
That was very
I apologize.
unprofessional.
Yeah, hit him, Greg. Tackle him like
I forgot
you
where I
used to.
was. Oh yeah, now we're gonna get into the real stuff. This is what I want to talk about. Unless Chris has anything to say. Okay. So there was there's a lot of things I watched, but I'm convinced we're a science experiment.
Jesus. Why
And
that?
let
Why?
me go into more. Okay. Chris, have you watched the documentary about Bob Lazar yet?
No.
All right, well, get into it because I'm about to talk about it. So Bob Lazar, I think I talked about it a little bit on here already, but Bob Lazar was an engineer that worked in Area 51 back in the 80s.
Hot, huh? Hot.
You guys think it's hot? I'm not that hot right now.
My body runs hot, so I get hot easily. Like I just like honestly, I can break a sweat like this, and it's not. It's like I'll get hot real quick.
Yeah, same here. But I'm not hot right now. No, Cody. So yeah, anyways, let's get back to the real shit. We got to talk about this. Okay.
Oh.
So Bob Lazar, Luis is on my Jamie's on my last nerve. So Bob Lazar was a engineer. He got hired to Area 51 back in the 80s, right? It was a site called S4. It wasn't Area 51, but it was like a partner site to it. No one knew about it at the time. You know how it's big now? No one knew about that shit.
52.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the aliens like nightclub, you know? So he was a whistleblower back in the day. So he was one of the people to like finally say like this is real. And he brought out like I worked on air spacecrafts. I was trying to learn their technology, this and that. Fast forward, a guy does a documentary about him. And he kind of explains his story about how he was hired by them because he like created his own jet engine and like put it in his like Toyota or like Ford fucking truck, but like had it run by a jet engine and like drove that shit.
Hired by the scientists that
Yeah, hired by yeah. He was hired by them to learn to like figure out like what is going on, like how does this spacecraft work.
Okay.
So, but what happened was like his wife cheated on him and they knew about it because they were like tracking his phone calls and doing all this stuff. So they fired him because of it, because he wouldn't be like stable, you know what I mean? To like work. So they were afraid that he was gonna like spill the beans, and he eventually spilled the beans anyways. So like them firing him didn't help. So he was kind of pissed about that, you know what I mean? He was kind of like going through it. So that's why he spilled the beans about it. But he worked at a lab called Alamo. It was in Alamo, Nevada. So he worked at like the Alamo Lab Science place. And they like wiped off all his records, right? About it. Because they wanted to like destroy his story. but there was a newspaper article about his jet engine car, and in the newspaper article it says that he worked at the Alamo Lab place, and he's also in the Alamo Lab phone book. So this dude worked there, right? So his whole story is that he worked on prehistoric spacecraft that they found from a dig site, and they've been working for years on this thing since the 50s. He estimated, and they were kind of pissed off because they still haven't figured out how it works, and so they brought him in to help. And so he kind of tells his story about how this spacecraft is can create its own gravity, and the way it pushes itself. It two magnets. You only put two magnets together and it creates that force. That's how it can work. So it doesn't work off of fuel or off of a propulsion. It just floats basically. It creates its own gravity. Yeah. And the place to sit in there, you have to be a tiny piece of shit, a kid size. Right? So it isn't human made. He doesn't think it's human made.
So how big are these? Does it show how big they are, or does it say how big they are?
He said it probably around 4 to 5 feet. The size you have to be to sit in there. Probably around 4 feet.
No, but the spacecrafts.
How big they are? I don't remember what he said.
They're probably not that big either. If they're that
right.
If it's for small individuals.
He said it, but I can't remember. So, anyways, he has this crazy story, and it lines up well. It's not like he has there's flaws in his story. It's pretty legit. You know what I mean? He doesn't have a lot of evidence to back what he saw. You know what I mean? He doesn't have pictures and shit, but his story and his timeline of what his life went through is 100% complete, and his story never changed and all this shit. You know what I mean? So now the story that he told in 1989 about how it looked, how it was that sphere, you kind of how UFOs look in pictures and shit. The Navy came out and the CIA and
a couple days ago, right?
Yeah, and there's some last month of footage that they caught on their high-tech cameras that caught these things, and you saw it rotate. Everything that he said that he saw, you saw them in that footage, and they came out and said yeah, we're investigating this. So now you have not only a person that worked there, and they tried to defame, what is it, defamate, completely destroy his story. It's saying oh, he never worked here. That we know it's real now. These cameras aren't just our iPhone camera. These are high tech, infrared bullshit, crazy shit. You know what I mean? So now it gets into why I think we're a science experiment. Okay. When you just think about it. Okay. I don't know if these things are alien. I think they're a higher being that lives here upon us, and I think they're able to not be seen because they learned how to control time, because they know how to control gravity. And if you control gravity, you can create holes in in this shit. You know what I mean? You can create warps and shit. You can just vanish in an instant. So that's the reason they can't be seen. You get me? So when you look at, what I always like to look is when you look at an ant in an ant colony, a lot of what they do is kind of what we do. They create civilizations for themselves, but they don't give two fucks about what we do. They don't know we exist really. Maybe they do when we step on them or they crawl on us, but they don't really know what a human being is. You get me? So we do the same thing. We have cars, we have buildings, we have this life we think that is all it is, and we've created these stories that we don't know the answer to who we are, where we came from or what the reason we're here. But so now you're okay, so then if you think this is a science experiment, right? Why? When you look at the very beginning of Homo sapiens, human beings, we went from being complete savages in the wild to learning how to make a fire. Think about that though.
So evolution.
Think about how that transition from making fire, dude. I don't know. Like that shit's crazy to me. Like it's not like really think I don't even know how to make a fire now. So you tell me like these crazy ass like basically chimps like knew how to build fire. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe I don't think they like. I don't think they like. Yeah, maybe eventually they obviously did learn how to make it, but I think it was just something they discovered and came across.
Right, but
probably like lightning or some shit.
But like you need to have like the mental capacity to do that, like to even think about doing that.
Okay,
I just think that's your mind is growing when that happened. You know, they saw something new.
But what caused the mind to grow?
Look at the same
something new, seeing something different.
Yeah,
some new, some
I'm not denying anything you're saying, but I'm just gonna ask like, so what do you? The same thing can be said about inventors. Like what made Da Vinci create the first helicopter, like the helicopter?
Right. I think what I'm saying is that I don't think it's a crazy idea to believe we're an experiment because we experiment on rats. We experiment on all that shit. We experiment on every animal. That's what zoos are.
Humans experiment on humans.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is like, I feel like I don't think they created us. I think that they infiltrated us. They infiltrated the Homo sapien like species, experimented on us, and we became what we became.
Well, isn't there like caveman drawings or paints on the walls of aliens or like alien spaceship looking?
There's
things?
a lot, and a lot of the religious like stories, like they're completely swayed now, but they come from higher beings. They've seen higher beings.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
They've been here.
They've been there from the beginning. And if the spacecrafts that they found were prehistoric, I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like that shit has been here. They can't explain the pyramids, bro. You get me?
I've been known that the aliens did the pyramids, bro. Like,
so now what I'm saying is like, why would
thinking
that we're science pyramids is like crazy?
I didn't say it was crazy.
I'm just saying like in general, you know, though, if you told someone, I think we're a science experiment, I think they'd be like, okay, right.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think with the pyramids though, I think those, I think it could have been this like slaves.
I don't know, dude. In terms of like the people like try to break down the math and shit, I don't know how that makes like I don't get it. But like
I mean, back
all
then,
like
bro, like all the
North
slaves.
Star, but they didn't know what like the North Star was and stuff. They didn't know what like the magnet, like the North, like the North Pole, and all that shit like is connected, aligned with it
in some way. Yeah, I mean, as far as that, I mean,
like all I think weird, bro.
I just think slaves did have definitely a lot to do with making those pyramids, because back then, dude, like, you know what I mean, the amount of slaves that people fucking would have, like,
it was literally everyone, bro.
Yeah, they put up slaves to do that shit, and they definitely, I think, created those pyramids. As far as all the shit behind it, yeah, I think
either they created it, either they maybe they didn't create it, but they kept it going. You get me? Like they're the ones that like built the tombs inside of it, or like kept it like clean. You get me? Like maybe these things were like they're monuments that were just there, and so they worship them in a way, you know. So that's why they put their highest people inside of them.
Right.
But yeah, dude. So I think that it's not a crazy idea to think, just based off what we know now, that these people are here, and it's a possibility that like they're the reason why we are who we are. And they only because the other thing is that there's federal documents that have come out that there are unidentified flying objects during the Cold War that like shut down the nuclear weapons in America and in the Soviet Union, like from KGB articles, like in Russia and here. There's like federal documents like saying that like, yeah, they like completely shut down our entire system. Like this thing, it was there, our whole system shut down, and then they left. You know what I mean? Like that shit's weird to me, bro. And they're trying to figure out like maybe it was like another country or this and that, but it's like how? Like we don't have the technology to do this shit. We don't have technology to defy gravity, bro. Like we don't know how that works.
Yeah, we do.
We don't, bro.
Yeah, we do. I think technology is like 50 to 100 years advanced than what we have right now.
Nah, bro.
You don't think so?
No. If it was, dude, we would know by now. If one of these countries had it. Bro, shit's not that secretive, bro. Like people aren't that smart.
You know there's people. Come on, bro.
I feel like it is though, because
and if it is, it's a higher being, dog.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. There's people that only that have stuff that only like that, and then they only tell us what we want to know and what they want us to know. So it's like there's no way, bro. Like,
Yeah,
so you're telling me if these are prehistoric spacecrafts, we've had it since before we were even around?
Yeah, dude. I think aliens have been around since before humans.
Right, but that's not. I'm talking about humans. We don't have the technology.
No, we do.
I mean, we have it, but we didn't make it. Is what I'm trying to say.
I think it came from technology that has been found, that has been left behind.
But what Bob Lazar is saying is that he was hired to figure out how it works so we can recreate it, but they could not figure it out because we don't have the technology to do it. But then you
have people that are
we have our own
that have a
technology,
that have billions of dollars that can spend their money on whatever they want. For example, Elon Musk. You don't think Elon Musk has shit kept in the tuck that he doesn't want people to know?
Right, but Chris, we're talking about defying gravity though. We're talking about creating our own gravitational pool. That is like crazy.
No, but
we don't have it.
Like, but
we definitely, I think there is more advanced technology than we know of, but I don't think it goes to that.
I would bet that we do not know how to do that.
I think there's a select few people in this world that know how to do that.
No, not
and
at
that
all.
have the technology and power. And if not, they already have.
We are such monsters. We would be putting that and say that, yes, we have this. So no one fucks with us. Because if we can make time warps, and you think North Korea would even look at us, bro? You think Russia? You don't think Russia? You don't think Russia would be like?
I think that's a bigger reason.
No,
I think those are bigger reasons for people to come and do shit. It's like,
dude, we would destroy them in 3 seconds, bro.
You have something we want,
and we have this to destroy you in 3 seconds.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just like there's just stuff.
Nah, dude. If America had that power,
I don't think America is as.
Bro, right when we learned how to build a nuke, we dropped 2 on Japan. Right when we learned how to do it. You're telling me that if we knew how to defy gravity and create our own gravity, we wouldn't be in fucking Mars now and like doing all that shit now? Elon Musk is trying to build like basic ass spacecrafts to try to do that. If we had this type of technology, bro, we could be there in an instant, bro.
Correct, but I'm just saying everything is a business. I think there is
technology.
A select few people in this world that have that technology or have at least the idea of it, and are waiting for the correct person to come and name their price, give them a blank check, and here, put as many zeros as you want, and then let me have this technology. That's what I think. That's where I stand. I think technology is way more advanced than what we have been shown.
I think that if the federal government,
but there's people that have more money than the federal government.
Yeah, but they don't have the intelligence as the federal government, though, dude.
Greg, you know how easy how easy hackers are, and then how the government can't even get into Apple products. Come on, bro. So you're
what
saying
does this have to do with Apple products?
No, but
we're talking about the CIA, bro. The Central Intelligence Agency.
Same shit. They can't get into Apple products
because Apple won't let them.
But that's what I'm telling you. Thank you. You just backed up my point. It's like there's select people in this world that have that technology that are waiting for whichever country, person, or whatever to give them a blank check, tell them, here's whatever you want, give me this technology, and you can have whatever you want. And no one stepped up yet. That's what I'm saying.
Chris, we're talking about gravitational pull, bro. We don't even know why the moon does it. Why the moon is in the air. We don't even get it, dude. We don't get why the ocean stays where it stays.
Greg, I'm just saying.
So you're just saying, though, there should be scientists by now saying, like, yeah, we get it, and other people know it. But you're saying no one is saying anything? We're not that secretive, bro. You get me?
People are secretive when it comes to
Nah.
Come on, Greg.
No.
Dude.
No, bro.
I think you're both right.
When I'm talking about the things that people have seen, bro, like what Bob Lazar saw at Area 51, the things that they have, there's nowhere that we understand why this works because it's not from here. It's not from this what we know as technology. As we're advanced now, and it's super big.
Yes, Greg. I agree with you. I'm not denying, but I'm just saying. I think there even is people that have an understanding of what technology it is, and they aren't putting. They have no benefit in putting that information out.
They have all the benefit in the world. It's ultimate power if you can do what these spacecrafts can do.
But Greg, everything is money related. They're weighted. This country is run by money. Everything is money related. So I'm saying. I'm gonna repeat my point. I think there's a select few people in.
Okay, who? But who? To say who? Don't just say select. Just say who do you think? You think Elon Musk is one of them?
No.
You think like Warren? Like what is it? Warren Buffett is one of them?
No.
Jeff Bezos?
I think higher beings that live with us.
Okay, so now you're going to aliens, bro.
Yes.
But that's not us. I'm saying that's not us, bro.
But Greg,
That's not us.
Greg, there's probably people
Just
in
end
this,
it, aliens. End the
There's
experiment.
probably people in this world that have a shit ton of money that no one knows about that probably are able to do that.
A higher being, yes.
No,
That's
I'm
what I'm
talking about
saying this whole
humans. Humans. There's people that probably have a shit
Did you
ton
have
of
water
money.
in your mouth when you said that?
That have a shit ton of money that people have never heard about.
You mean
Ever.
so there's just people that
I mean,
are just
water.
completely off the grid?
When you're that rich and you have that much money, you can do what the fuck you want. Yeah,
Okay, so you think there's someone richer than Jeff Bezos?
absolutely.
Bro. No. I mean that's crazy.
Why? How is that crazy?
That's crazy.
You don't think it's possible?
No. Bro, that's like, but like you're saying that, but there's nothing to prove it. What I'm trying to say is like, there's actual evidence though. You can't prove that that's the case.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. That's my opinion.
I know, but why though? Why do you think that?
Why do I think what?
Like there's just random ass people that have more money like that we don't know about.
Because I think there's, the same people we argue that run this country, media.
I know. I just hate that like this narrative though now. Like it's just like I want to know who though. I'm tired of like this whole they run it. Like okay, but who though?
I think that's the whole point that you'll never
not gonna
find out
because they only give information, and even the people that are supposedly woke that give information, they only know a certain amount of things.
I know, but
and if you have so much money to keep your name out of shit, they're gonna do it because they influence and they have so much power over other shit that they don't want people to come after them. So
but if we continue to say we're never gonna know they, then we're never gonna get anywhere, and we're just gonna be stuck in limbo.
Real.
Because we're not. We're never gonna know
but
that.
then that's what the whole point is. Like that's dumb. That like, dude, we have a way to like maybe this is what we are.
Greg,
maybe
so
this
is
is
there
where we came from.
Tony Stark out there?
Just look at
Dude, that'd be dope.
That'd be tight.
precedents, shit that's been left behind. We all in this room, we all know that we are only told
All right, guys,
portion of
I'm
what's
that
true.
guy. All right.
All right, you
It's
got
me.
me.
You guys found me.
How much money you want?
We are only told like a quarter of what's actually out there.
Yeah, I know,
So
but
it's like so Greg, just think logically. Of course, there's probably people out there that have that technology, that have that money, to where they can just say, "Nah, cousin, like don't mention me. Like you're never gonna find out." It's like the same shit. It's like we'll never know who truly runs this
but
country.
we can though.
But will we ever? Yes, we can. But will we ever? No,
Yes,
because they're not gonna.
We will, dude.
Higher beings won't let that happen.
We will. The higher beings don't like if there's a higher like dimension that we don't know. They're not gonna like keep shit.
I'm not saying aliens.
It's not up to
I'm not
them.
saying aliens. I'm saying like people that
Bro, humans
run,
are so flawed, bro. Epstein got fucked,
but
bro.
people, Epstein's not dead. People
Oh
that.
my god, bro.
Right.
Bro, I'm so over
Greg,
Chris,
you're
dog. I'm
telling
so
me-
over
Okay, hold on.
Chris, dog.
Hold up.
I'm
Wait,
so over
wait,
Chris,
wait.
bro. I'm so
Just
over
listen
Chris.
to
Hold
dog.
on.
Greg, listen to my thing. You think in a maximum security prison, 2 security guards are gonna fall asleep at the same time in a
Chris.
security prison where there's cameras in every angle
Chris.
of that cell, and you're telling me that he killed himself?
Wait, so
Chris.
you don't think he's dead at all?
No,
What do you think he is?
dude, he's fucking rich. He has connections. He has power. He has
But did he
everything.
get caught? Yes or no?
But I feel like it's
Yes,
too
he
much
was.
of
Okay,
a
so then we
liability
can find
to
these
keep
people.
him alive. So you don't think they just killed him instead of doing that?
You don't think they're gonna kill You don't think they're gonna try to? She's gonna
the judge's son already got killed.
That's what I'm.
that shit
That's
was
what
so
I'm telling
crazy.
you, bro.
And you know
exactly
they're
what
trying
I
to go for
just
the
said.
whole
Well, Chris,
family,
But
bro.
Chris, you're saying we're never gonna know who these people are. We know who they are. They're
Greg,
getting away with it, but we know who they are.
Look what happens when people get close to knowing what's actually happening. Look what happened. In every example, they try to kill the judge that was in charge of her. That's in charge of her trial.
Yeah, and they
Bro.
killed the son that
Yeah,
shot
and
like
they
the dad
missed.
or something.
That motherfucker was a lawyer
You
himself.
don't think they're gonna try again?
Quote unquote.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. And it's like they're gonna say, in order for the people that she's gonna out,
But why is
apparently,
Bob Lazar not dead yet?
that's a whole different thing. I don't know. But it's like, look, you don't think the people that she says she's gonna give out some big names, you don't think those big names are like kill her right now? You don't think that's happening?
That's what they I think Epstein's dead because they wanted him dead.
Yeah, I think it was too much of a liability to keep him alive.
Yeah, like the higher power, like people would be like, "Fuck him!" Like
because Epstein was
he fucked up, he's gone.
As much as money as he had, technically, with him being under all that pressure and being caught up for that, and all that he's shit. Done. Like there's no way, no money.
Epstein wasn't gonna give up no names. He was gonna give small names, but he wasn't gonna give up the big names that people want.
Right, but I doubt he's gonna even take. Like people are gonna take the chance on that. Like, dude, like that. The sex trafficking shit's like,
it's just like anybody else. I think even with all the money
he might not be dead, but I'm just saying like we realize that, like you said, yes, people are gonna die if they get too close. But I'm saying is that it's not like these people are secretive. We know, but they just live in the shadows. We know who they are.
Fuck yeah.
We know Will Smith, but he's at Epstein's Island every other month. You get me? Like we know who these people are, but we don't know what they do on their day to day. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, humans aren't that secretive, bro. Like, this shit comes out, and when it does come out, that's when shit hits the fan. No one knew about the concentration camps. Hitler was killing millions of people a day until after the war. We figured it out. You get me?
But
this shit comes out.
It was too late by then.
I know, but I'm just saying though that this shit can come out. But like us just saying like, oh, they. That's never gonna help us until we get to the bottom of it.
But we're at this moment in time, we're not going to get at the bottom of it.
Not now, but dude, like I'm 24 years old. We can figure the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? We just got to put this shit, like, this shit has to be mainstream shit, bro. Like people might not be ready for it, but like,
no, but it's like, there's like,
that's the thing, dude.
This
like
higher being shit is
that's
like
the
what
thing, dude. Like a lot of people are not ready for like the
it's
actual
like,
conversations or the actual answers.
It's like what you mentioned last podcast. People have other shit to worry about than this.
Facts, I know, but I'm just saying, like,
but it's like, because of the people in power and the power they have, they ensure that the majority of normal people like us, have more important shit to worry about than to spend our free time thinking about this.
Yeah, but
so it's like
there's people that do worry about it though.
Not enough.
But there's people, then that's like the start. You know what I mean? Like we can't just keep worrying about the negatives, bro. Like we gotta we gotta find hope in this shit, bro. Luke Skywalker shot one shit into the Death Star and that shit blew up,
but
bro.
That's fictional. This is real life.
Yeah, but that's art, bro. That's life, man. Life. Art imitates life, bro.
This is real life.
Or life imitates art. What is it?
This is life, Greg. This is real life. People really go to sleep.
Wait, but you guys said that this wasn't real life last time.
People go to sleep.
Wait a second.
People go to sleep
Wait
not knowing if they're gonna wake up with a roof over their head. There's people.
No,
you know
facts.
What I mean?
I know.
So it's like, so if they had to think about shit, how am I gonna get my money tomorrow to? Fuck, dude. There's.
I'm saying this: if you can praise God, you can look into this shit. If you can read the Bible, you can read about UFOs.
No, because then people, I'm gonna.
Well, a lot of people don't even see aliens as like another outer space being. They see them as demons. And
I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and I'm gonna give you the perspective of a Christian. God didn't create aliens. God is the higher being.
I know.
So it's like they're not. So that's not.
But I'm saying that if we made this more mainstream, right, and take out this stigma that only like psychos, like yes, there's a lot of psychos that believe in this shit, so it kind of devalues what like this type of thinking is and what this maybe could be.
And all kinds of shit.
Right, exactly. But when you look at this, there is a lot of like skits like, oh, I was abducted. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of those stories. But there are actually abduction stories that like add up.
Dude, there's been bodies found with people have like
dude, there's animals. They find
punctures on their bodies and they find all their shit.
Bro, they find animals, bro.
Taken out.
They find animals where there's this ranch called Skinwalker Ranch, but there's other places around the world where they find them cut up, no blood, nothing.
All their insides taken.
All their insides taken, just skin and bones, bro. No blood anywhere, and they just die right there. Just like there's no form of like bite marks. It's like the cuts are like from clean cuts, like from like knives and shit. But it's like, well, then a human could have done that. Like this isn't like technology we don't have. Yeah, but no blood and like the precision of these cuts is like it's crazy.
I've seen those of on humans though, but with like holes in their bodies and same thing, insides taken.
I'm not negating. I definitely think there's aliens out there, but
I'm just saying if this shit can become more mainstream because now that because now it's because
nowadays nobody knows what's real and what's not. So when people see a video like the one they put out, of the UFO, a lot of people don't believe that shit's even real.
Right. So yeah, exactly. You're gonna have deniers all the time.
That, like, Shit, dude.
But I mean,
I don't think it's
but
ever
then
gonna happen.
I know, but it's just like religion is so powerful, but not everyone believes in religion. You know, you're gonna get your atheists that are just so like.
Religion was created by fucking white people and fucking back in the 60s, in the early beginnings of mankind, to have white saviors and fuck all that shit. Do you remember I said
No, but
Jesus
but you didn't let me finish.
God is a black woman and Jesus was a black man.
Okay, but I'm just saying that if these
that's
type
on
of
God.
ideas can grow, if these type of ideas can grow, then other ideas can grow.
Right.
You know, it's just up to us to stop saying, no, we're never gonna know. Fuck it.
I honestly think
But
that
we're not.
the reason why that's
nothing's gonna change, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like we're gonna go on this every episode.
Greg,
Like nothing's
look
ever gonna change, bro.
at the precedent and look where we are
Nah,
at
bro.
now.
You got. You're a sheep, bro.
No, how
Look,
the fuck am I a sheep?
people
You're a
people
sheep,
looking
bro.
into aliens is too much because then
How
a
the
lot of
fuck
people
am I
would know
sheep?
too
How-
much shit.
I'm not gonna let
bro.
you call me a sheep.
So
because
they
you're
try and
fucking
keep
wrong.
them
How am I
Nah, bro,
sheep?
you're a sheep,
on
bro.
religion. You know
If
what I
I
mean?
was a
Because
sheep,
religion
I'd be
just
You have to believe in
If
yourself.
I was a sheep,
You have to
I would
believe in
believe
your
in
power.
everything the government tells me.
You have to believe in your power, bro.
I believe in my power, but I don't believe people in this world believe in themselves enough, and they all think that this
We
life
have to
has to
believe in
be
each other.
has to be fair. And then when
Slap
they see
'em.
it's not fair,
Slap
same
'em.
shit I said last week. When they see that the world isn't fair, they give up. I believe in myself. I don't believe in other people.
Well, you need to, because that's sheep mentality.
Why is that sheep
We're
mentality?
all in this together. This
Get
isn't.
the fuck out of here with that shit. Nah, that's some bullshit.
How is that
That's straight up
bullshit?
bullshit, dude.
How?
That's
How?
bullshit.
Tell me how.
That is
How is that bullshit?
so because I don't believe in other people, I'm a sheep.
Yeah, because we have to believe in each other.
So how does that make me a sheep?
Because
Explain to me how that makes me a sheep. I'm fucking heated. How does that make me a sheep?
because we have to believe in each other.
Okay, you're not answering my question. How does me not believing
Because
in other
you
people
not
makes me a
believing in
sheep?
other people makes you that.
That's not an explanation. How I want to know how that makes me a sheep.
Okay, if we need to be as a one to create change, and you say I don't believe in other people to create change, so I'm just gonna stick to myself.
Once I see other people believing in themselves and start doing shit, I'm all for it. But
Well, then
until
you-
I see
there needs
that,
to be
then-
leaders though.
until I see that,
So then how can you lead? If you're not a leader, then what are you? A sheep. There's the herder and there's the sheep.
nah, fuck out of here, bro.
I'm a wolf.
Nah, fuck that.
Rough.
No, but like explain why that doesn't make sense.
I
If
think
you don't-
look,
if you
all
don't
right.
wanna lead-
so me
if you don't want to
sitting on a
lead-
third party view here
No,
between
Greg,
what you
No,
guys
let
are
Louis
saying.
say. Let Louis say.
I think what Greg is trying to say is that like the sheep mentality and you not believing in other people is because everybody feels that way. You know, like everybody just believes technically more on themselves than anybody else, of course. I mean, maybe not everybody, but I think that's what he's trying to say. Like us not believing in other people to make that change is what kind of keeps us down still.
Exactly. I'm saying if Andrew
I look-
Yang
I
didn't
look-
believe
I
in
look-
people,
I
then
look at the- I
he
look
wouldn't
at
be a
the-
leader.
I look at the Black Lives Matter movement, right? Everything that happened this year, I started to believe in change. Right?
Okay.
Where has that gotten us?
Breonna Taylor's fucking murders are still out on the loose.
But dude, it's like that's what I'm saying though. But
But I'm not
powers that
saying
be
lose
stop
hope,
you.
but
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. You have to believe in your power.
I believe in my power.
fucked.
I need other people to believe in
Then
themselves too.
you have to lead. Don't just be like, I don't believe them. Fuck you guys. Like you have to believe in them. If Andrew Yang didn't believe in the American people, he wouldn't have been polling 3% coming out of nowhere.
But the people,
His ideas
Greg,
aren't now coming that.
but
He was a
the-
leader, bro.
but the
He has
people-
positivity.
Greg, but the people that believed in his ideas were people like you and I. People that believed in themselves and believed.
Yeah,
in,
but
and
okay, no,
believed-
they weren't you and I because he had Trump supporters liking him.
But let me finish. People that believed in a change and believed and saw what was wrong, and even the Trump supporters saw that the shit that Trump promised them wasn't happening.
Okay.
And they were able to see ahead and see how the world is going to change. And they saw a candidate in Andrew Yang, such as you and I, that
All right.
saw Andrew Yang is the leader to take us where we need to be.
All right, let me ask you. Do you think just basis? Do you think your mom would want a world to be a better place? Don't just say yes, just yes or no. Like do you think your mom, your brother, and your sister want the world to be a better place?
Yeah.
Luis, do you think your family wants the world to be a better place?
Yeah.
I think my family wants the world to be a better place. Do they know how to do it?
No.
Okay. So what do we need to do to change
Yes,
that?
Greg. But
We need to lead.
Greg, I do my part. I tried to when shit was. Look, let's use the Andrew Yang thing, for example, when Andrew Yang was going around, I told my school friends, I told my friends outside of you, I told my family, I told my sister, dad, mom, whoever I fucking knew that could vote. I'm like, Andrew Yang is the dude you need it because he is this. I'm saying I do my part, but it's like I can only do so much because again, I don't have a platform to where if I was to preach something, I'm gonna have like 10 million people follow me. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. It's like I do my part. I'm not the one that just sits there and like quietly just says, yeah, I'm with you, and then does nothing about it. No, I'll do my part. I support. I give money. When I meet people, even if I don't know you, like Andrew Yang is the dude you want to go for. I was in class when we were having like debates about who the good candidates were. I was like, Andrew Yang is the fucking guy.
I know. Okay.
So I'm gonna so it's like I do what I can, but it's like I do from like my reach. If I can't go out of my reach because I'm not gonna reach 10 million people. 10 million people aren't gonna hear me. 1,000 people aren't gonna hear me.
Okay, but I'm saying deep down though, it seems like you just think that it's pointless at the end of the day. If I can do that, but it's just like these people, like it's like a lost cause.
I don't think I'm in a position to make a significant impact.
But then you don't believe in your power.
Greg, if you and I were to say something compared to LeBron,
it doesn't matter, dude.
Yeah, no, Greg, no. But just look at it in that context. If you and I were to say something, you're right here, LeBron's right here. You say something, LeBron says something. Who's gonna pay attention more? Who are they gonna pay attention more to?
Yes, in society's eyes, they're gonna look at LeBron.
That's what I'm saying. You and I, in the world perspective, are nothing to nobody.
Okay, who was Andrew Yang before?
No, he was not. He was nobody.
Okay.
But what I'm saying was he got a following and people that believed in him.
Okay, but not everyone that believes him was like, you know what I mean? Like, he had to be the leader and believe in us.
But
though.
that's.
But you're not believing in people though.
Yeah, because there's nothing.
So then that's what I'm saying. Is that's what Yang did.
But that doesn't make me. How does that make me a sheep? Because I don't.
Because you don't believe in people. It's not an insult, bro. Like, I'm not trying to defend you, like offend you. I'm just saying, like, that's you have to look at human. You have to look at.
This is it. If you want people to believe in you, you gotta believe in them.
Exactly. You have to believe.
It's gonna have to work both ways.
If you never believed in me, I would have never done this. You get me? That's the power of believing in someone,
bro. But I care about you, and I want you.
But you have to care about everyone, though, regardless if they're not regardless if they're a Trump supporting piece of shit, whatever. Inmates that killed someone. These people are human beings, bro. We have one life, and that's all we know. If we want real change, that's what's gonna have to happen. But if we keep continuing to tell ourselves that these people are just idiots and there's no hope, then there's nothing to live for, and there's nothing that we can ever do to change this. But we have to believe in the power to do that. And people like Andrew Yang, people like that truly see the good in us, even like a Bernie Sanders that truly see the good in humanity and want to change this economic value that they put on us and see human value in us. That's what needs to happen. You know what I mean? Not everyone has to believe in their qualities, but see them as a human being and see what they actually want. Look at a person like Killer Mike. Look at how he uses him. He doesn't, you know what I mean? Like the way he talks, the way he believes in us, the way he believes in the black community. That's what needs to change, bro. He's not thinking about, like, oh, these people are helpless, bro. Like, it's like you just have to believe in each other, man. Like that's what I'm trying to say. And if you don't, I just feel like that's sheep mentality.
Time and time again, when I've looked at people to believe in themselves, they have let me down. So,
dude, that
prove me wrong. Come election time, all y'all prove me wrong. Go out there and do what y'all say.
Like trust, bro. Like trust. I'm.
Trust.
Listen, I don't think I've ever thought like that my whole life. We've had conversations like, bro, fuck like America. Like this shit is dumb. Like I felt that way too, bro. I'm saying like I'm not some fucking like on my ivory tower. Like when Bernie lost against Hillary, dude, I was pissed. You know what I mean? When Bernie lost against Biden, I was pissed. When Andrew Yang wasn't gaining the traction I wanted him to, I'm like, fuck, like people are idiots, But if you keep thinking that way, then like, who are you to say that? You get me? Like, bro, but that's what I'm trying to say.
I'm gonna say I have way more important shit to deal with and worry about than to think about what you're trying to talk about right now. And that's facts.
That's just, hold on, Luis. But isn't that just what we said though? Like you said, like the people try to put you down to think about other important shit.
But it's not. But my shit isn't society based. My shit is personal based. So it's like if I have to worry about stuff you're talking about and stuff that's going on with me, like fuck what you're talking about. Like I gotta make sure like what I'm going with and what I'm doing with is dealt with first. So it's like. I get what you're saying, but it's like I have more important shit to deal with and worry about than to worry about
humanity's like getting better.
Gravitational pull. And
yeah, but that's just
getting better.
But that's just like okay. Well, I guess okay. We'll just end like that.
And that probably sounds super.
But it's not even what we're like talking about though.
Look, there's so many people in the world that everybody feels some type of way. Like, you know, obviously we might not give a fuck about that right now, but there's probably people that literally devote their lives to that. And it's probably a shit ton of people that do that. You know what I mean? So in the end, you'll have supporters, followers, and you'll also have somebody that's against it
like
or
Chris
opposes
said, there isn't
it, you know?
enough. And if we have to believe in ourselves to really
got to start somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. So if you know, it's just like it is important though. You know, it's the humanity's at stake.
Yeah, honestly, I like dogs more than people, but I still have to believe in people.
If we keep going where we're going, like wars are going to continue to happen. Like people are continue to die. Like
see, and that's why I like.
So you believe in a time where there's world peace?
I believe we can get to that. I don't think it would ever be perfect. I think people will continue to die from diseases, and
I don't think we'll ever get to that. But I think future generations can, and I think it has to start. Like, whether we're gonna live in it or not, we have to be able to start it.
Society
or some
has
shit.
been fucked up forever, but if you see it, you can still see the positivity and the growth as we've grown as a civilization. It's always been fucked up. There's always been things to bring us down. But if you look at it and you look at the growth of technology and all this stuff, it's a beautiful thing. And we as a society need to continue that and make it better, and not, you know what I mean? For everyone, not just for the white man, you know what I mean? Or if you're in Mexico, not just for light-skinned people, or if you're in another country, not for, you know, North Korean people in power. Like no more of this structural class shit. No more racism, no more race, no more gender. We're just human beings. Let's figure out how, like, why we're here, what's our goal, and let's fucking do it. Let's be human beings. And
dude.
love each other.
If humans can ever get to that point, you know, that we literally could probably fucking be going to other planets without any other
society,
you know, any fucking problems. Like, yeah, you can literally rule the world if that's the case.
And there's gonna be a lot of bullshit to bring you down, and there's gonna be a lot of people with money to bring you down. There's gonna be a lot of crazy shit. Life will happen. But you can get there, bro, because we've gotten here so far. You know what I mean? We're fucking a lot of shit up. We're fucking the environment up. We're doing a lot of bad things, but you just have to look at the positives, man. Like, that's what life's all about, I think.
Like the hope, man. I like that.
But, I mean,
like that hope you have. Chris, you got anything to say about that?
Nope.
Well, that was the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Wrap it up.
Thank you guys for listening. It got a little bit heated. Just I did not mean to offend you. We're just having
Chris probably won't be here for the next episode.
So yeah, apology video after this.
Part 2 guys, coming next
follow
week.
Me on Twitter and Instagram at GregDeleg _, twitch.tv/GregDeleg. Follow Chris at I am Chris Reyes on Twitter with 2 S's. And follow Luis at I don't know his Instagram.
Don't follow
him.
But if you guys fucking have your own
Sunny Day Studios on Instagram.
Yeah, Sunny Day Studios. Yes. But if anybody has their own fucking thoughts on this, definitely put your thoughts in those comments.
Oh, if you want to be a guest, hit us up too on Instagram. If you want,
if you want to fucking be famous and shit.
Any girls want to like do pictures, like just
if any guys want to get girls, come here. If any girls
want to get guys,
want to get guys, then Greg has you on that too.
Us 3. All right, folks. Adios.
Hit it called the chaos. Bitches throwing bras on stage. Hit them with paintball shit. How'd you make out?